Hello there, I am Tommy Taco. Here we are in the Yankees franchise on June 9th. We just did a quick manage session, which was unsuccessful. If we take a look at the calendar, here we are. That was the last game that I played personally, won 2-1, and then we quick managed the rest of the series against Seattle, going 1-1, and then getting swept at home by the Rays in a weekend series to cut the lead in the division down to 2 games over Boston and I believe 2.5 over the Rays. We'll check that out in a minute. This is the game I'm going to play today. Severino against Jake Junis. Then I will proceed to quick manage these 2 games against Kansas City. Maybe take a look at some stats and some all-star voting. And then I will play this game in Boston, big series. Chris Sale and Jordan Montgomery. If we go take a look at the standings, okay, it's a 2-game lead over Boston and a 3-game lead over the Rays. So that's where we are today, June 9th in the season. I'm going to go right in and play now. Junis is 7-5 with a 343 on the season. Severino 6-1 with a 297. Night game here in the Bronx. Wearing the traditional pinstripes here at new Yankee Stadium. It will be a overcast day. We'll do the show theme. Again, Severino and Junis, both right-handers. It's nice to have Gary Sanchez back in the lineup. I'm going to try and get him going. I traditionally hit well with Gary Sanchez. So I got that going for me. I just got to work on the other guys. I think this is how we will roll today. No need to change anything. So we'll go LeMahieu, Judge, Torres, Stanton, Sanchez, Voit, Urshela, Hicks, and Talkman. Looking to get the Yankees off the schneid. Coming up next. We already talked about the pitching matchup. Here's the lineups for both teams. Mondesi, Gordon, Merrifield, Soler, Dozier, Perez, Franco, Miller, and Phillips for the Royals. Let's take it to the field. And the broadcast team.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the Kansas City Royals and the New York Yankees. Yankee baseball starts now. Luis Severino, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And here's a swing and a miss on the game's first pitch, and that's how we'll get started in the Tuesday opener. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Row, it hasn't been a very good homestand so far. They dropped the first 3 games. They open up a new series here, and they'd like nothing more than to get in the win column to get that first win of this homestand.
Yeah, hopefully they were able to shower off that last series. A whole new ball game, new team comes in, new problems, new opportunities. Let's see what they do today.
Judge is there, 1 away.
Batting second, the left fielder, number 4, Alex Gordon.
Here's the left fielder Alex Gordon. Previous history with Luis Severino. He's gone 2 for 8. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope. That's inside.
Game time temperature tonight 62 degrees, but should drop into the 50s before we're done. A ball and a strike.
Whoa, he was swinging out of his shoes on that changeup. Must have looked real good coming in, but a different story once it got near the plate.
And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
Dero, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
Now here's the pitch. And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball 1. Two balls and no strikes.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
2 out, nobody on. Now a flare out toward right center. In there, a base hit. Throw into second, not in time, and he's in there with a double.
That is full. The right fielder, number 12. Jorge Soler.
In is Jorge Soler. And he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1.
Have to find a way to get that guy home from second now. Never know how important these early runs can be.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Hey, I know we're only in the top of the first, but back-breaking blows are those 2 out runners in scoring position knocks, and they have a chance to capitalize right here.
Boy, Dero, you touched on it right there. I think as a pitcher, you try to get through that first inning and not have to show all of your pitches and empty out the bucket. That 2-out double right now, he's going to have to buckle down to try to keep this game scoreless.
2-2 to Jorge Soler. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Looking up is Hicks. Gone into Monument Park. Two-run shot to straightaway center, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far, as the Royals move out in front now 2-0.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly, just like that, they take the lead.
That is fair.
And that brings in Hunter Dozier. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. He'll enter play at 3:13. A dozen home runs and 51 runs batted in. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The slider freezes him at the plate. A called third strike, and the inning comes to a close. The Royals come up with a pair, however, on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the first. It's 2-0 Kansas City. Jake Junis, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
Dan, Dero, we take a look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, I can't tell you how important it is to throw that first run up on the board, and that's exactly what they did. Little crooked number, a 2 spot to give their pitcher a chance to relax and go out and pound the strike zone. This team.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
Ready now, Aaron Judge. He's, of course, a long ball threat, currently third in the American League in that category.
Hey, D-Row, this is one of the elite power hitters in all of baseball. Only a half a dozen home runs, though, last month.
Yeah, half a dozen, but times it out by 6 months, and you're throwing up 36 big boys. I'll take that in a full season.
Ball one to start the at-bat. Ready with the 1-0. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
The 1-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. After it is Soler. And no one will track it down. The 1-2. Hit out towards second. And that's through for a hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. And he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
And a high strike there, 0-1. Looking at his career totals, Torres is carrying around a sparkling slugging percentage up over 500. Obviously a huge threat every time he grabs a bat. Ground ball sent back up the middle. One there, on to first to complete the double play. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on DJ LeMahieu. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. Liner toward right center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
One team's dream inning is another team's nightmare, right? That's their 3rd hit of this opening inning. This one a double. That's got to have the pitcher pretty upset out there, and the manager wondering how long he's going to go in this one.
Stepping in now, Gary Sanchez, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Throw in time, and the side is retired. The Yankees strike for a run on the RBI double. Second inning coming up, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. Standing in, Salvador Perez. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games.
Number 13, Salvador Perez.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Now here's the pitch.
1-1.
Well, Yankee Stadium, of course, features a number of nods to the great history of the organization and its legendary players. But apparently, when you hit 52 home runs as a rookie, you rightfully get your own cheering section built in your name.
What a magical year 2017 was for Aaron Judge. The slogan, "All Rise," fit him perfectly. What's really cool about it was the Yankees weren't even sure he was going to make the team coming out of spring training. He emerged into the scene, was the talk of baseball going into the All-Star break. Finished that off with a powerhouse into the season. One of the best young players the game of baseball has seen in a long time. All rise, Aaron Judge.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hicks is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting seventh.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And let's take a look at outfielder Aaron Hicks. Hey, some guys figure it out at 21. Some guys figure it out at 30. Some guys never figure it out. Aaron Hicks is one of those guys who has come into his own. He's dynamic on both sides of the plate from an offensive standpoint and has an absolute cannon in the outfield to go along with great range.
Maikel Franco stands in as he looks at a called strike. Skied into very shallow right. Judge is under it. And that's the second out of the inning.
Batting eighth.
So digging in now, Anderson Miller. He went 2 for 4 to close out Sunday's series finale. 0-1 the count. Now the pitch. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
High in the air out to center field. Hicks is under it. And that's the third out. Royals go down 1-2-3. They still lead it 2-1. In now, Luke Voigt. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a swing and a little bouncer softly hit to the right side of the mound. And that's out number 1.
The third baseman.
Hey, guys, take a look at how Kansas City sets up on D. And we're fortunate enough to watch one of the best outfielders in the game. The Gold Glover resides in left field. Can go back on balls as easily as go in on balls. Strong, accurate throwing arm. Look for him to make a play today.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. As with one away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1. Hold strike 2 with the letters. 0-2 now. Line toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
I appreciate the moxie right there, but 3 fastballs at this level usually turns into a knock.
Into the box now, Aaron Hicks. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 268 the average for him coming in. 16 homers and 41 RBIs. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Pitch swung on and foul tipped right off the mask, it sounded like, of the home plate umpire, and that cannot feel too good, I wouldn't imagine. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. Settling in now, Mike Tauchman He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's set, and the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Gordon is there, and that ends the inning. One left for the Yankees. Our score remains 2-1. Digging in, Brett Phillips, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one.
Brett Phillips.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
Woo-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Lifted the other way to left center. Tuckman arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. Back to the top of the order now, and striding toward the plate next will be Adalberto Mondesi. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
He obviously wanted that call on the corner, but if he continues to put the ball right there, he's going to get that call, and he's going to keep pitching as well as he is.
A 2-1 count to the leadoff hitter for Kansas City. Here's a swing, and oh man, way out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 10 for him on the year, and it's given the Royals a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, I can remember when leadoff hitters were these little speedy guys who would try to leg out little numbers or draw walks. Well, that time has passed, and guys like this, with pop at the plate, can sometimes go deep as well as anybody in the lineup.
In now, Alex Gordon. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Pops this one up. Severino take charge himself out there, and there's 2 down. Now batting, Whit Merrifield. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. Pops this one up. LeMahieu over to his right, and that's the 3rd out. But a run for the Royals here in the inning, and it came on this home run. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's now 3-1 KC. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
This one's down to 3rd, and this will get through into left for a leadoff hit. Already 2 hits in the ball game as he's on base here in the home 3rd, and as that graphic shows us, he currently leads the Yankees in that category. Digging in now for the Yankees, Aaron Judge. First offering on its way. And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. And no advance. It's ball 1. LeMahieu aboard here at first with nobody out. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Judge hits a little over the 270 mark. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge. On the season, Judge is working with a slugging percentage over .550, so there's no denying he's one of the premier power bats in the league. Swing and a liner. Foul. Third inning here. 3-1 our score. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
So now to the plate, Torres. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. Gordon is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2. The relay on to first, and they get the double play. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. 3 innings complete. It's the Royals 3 and the Yankees 1. New inning set to get underway. Stepping in, Jorge Soler. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. That's strike 2 on a well-placed changeup around the knees. And it's fouled away. And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one will track it down. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
In there for strike 1, 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. Good changeup in the dirt. Strike 3. And he makes the throw to first. Dozier is retired. 2 down now.
Now batting.
And up steps Salvador Perez. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. The danger. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, and leading off the inning, the big right-handed slugger Giancarlo Stanton. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Ball up there.
A 1-0 delivery. Strike taken. Good pitch on the lower part of the zone. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Nope, that's inside.
Hey, after the double in his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Just hung in there on that one.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. And he's safe. The runner from first comes all the way around to score.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
At the plate, Luke Voigt, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a line drive. Foul. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Well, when you're behind 0-2 as a hitter, you're in swing mode. Nothing changes that like seeing something hard bearing in on you.
On a line, that's a base hit into left field. And this one bounds around against the wall. The relay, but he'll be in there with a double. And the run will score from second as we are once again tied 3-3. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Into the box, Gio Urshela, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. A base hit in his first trip. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now. Has a look, now the pitch. And it's 1-2.
I wouldn't be surprised if he uses aggressiveness against him right here. If you're going to get a swing outside the zone 1-1, might as well fish a little bit further.
A runner at second, nobody out. Slow roller down the third baseline. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Now batting.
So a runner on second with 1 down now, and that'll bring in the switch hitter Aaron Hicks. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a little dribbler here off to the right side of the mound. And that's the second out.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, Mike Tauchman, runner in scoring position with Cigar. Here comes the first pitch. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Ready with the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Liner in there for a base hit. And that'll bring in the go-ahead run from third. It's now a 4-3 game.
Hey, not a bad job of hitting right there, D-Row. That wasn't the greatest of two-strike breaking balls, but you have to give this hitter credit for staying back and getting the barrel of this one.
Yeah, he did him a favor, though, Dan. You know what? With 2 strikes on you, you're battling. You're trying to protect all 4 quadrants. You don't know what weapons are coming at you. And his eyes lit up when he saw that curveball pop out of that pitcher's hand.
DJ LeMahieu is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Hit hard on the ground to second. A dive, and he knocks it down. And a good effort here, but he's well safe at first, and there are 2 on and 2 out now.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron.
So it's first and second with 2 men gone, and that'll bring up the big bat of Aaron Judge. From the stretch. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. And now that Royals bullpen will get busy as we see both the southpaw and a right-hander get loose. 3 runs already home here. And he falls behind 0-2. Here it is. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Here's the 1-2. Hard hit at third. Merrifield's right there to take the routine throw and retire the side. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 2 left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Yankees 4 and the Royals 3. At the plate, Maikel Franco flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Maikel Franco.
Now here's the pitch. And it's 0-1 to the Kansas City first baseman. And there's ball 1. The 1-1 is a low changeup that's laid off.
2-1.
Franco ahead with a 3-1 count now.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Hicks going back at the track. Out of here to the deepest part of the yard. It's a solo shot here for Maikel Franco. 8th home run on the season for him, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
Man, this has been a rough one for this guy so far. That's the 3rd homer he's allowed today. He better start keeping the ball down in the strike zone, or that total might continue to rise.
To the plate now, Anderson Miller.
Anderson.
As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. 1-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
We know he's probably still thinking about that game-tying home run he just gave up, but I'm going to give him credit for not showing that it's bothering him. When you come back and strike out the next guy, it shows you've still got your head in the right place.
1-0.
Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. on the corner away. A ball and a strike. Phillips is simply an all-around great defensive outfielder. Not only does he have great range and great hands, he's also got a plus arm, one that base runners and base coaches certainly have to be mindful of.
Absolutely. When you are in the meeting room preparing for this guy, it is the first thing that jumps off the page. Do not take the extra base.
And it's a 2-2 count to Brett Phillips. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
This tells me a lot about this guy. He's done a real nice job bouncing back from that home run to strike out the next 2 guys. Sometimes you're going to get taken deep, but it's all about how you respond that really matters.
Rising fastball, and it catches the zone for a strike.
You got to be careful with this guy here. He can really handle the bat. Even though there are 2 outs, he might try to drop one down for a base hit.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is Hicks. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. But the Royals are able to knock things up on the solo home run. On to the bottom of the 5th. All even now at 4 apiece. Now at the plate, Torres. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Pitch on the way. Set to deliver the 0-1. Now a swing and a little tapper to the left of the mound. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Next for the Yankees, the designated hitter,
Giancarlo Stanton now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fifth inning here of a tie ball game, 4-4. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field. So chalk that one up as an E6, and he really can't believe it out there. Digging in and looking for more, Gary Sanchez. It was an RBI double for him in his last turn to the plate.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby.
Phillips is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Next for the Yankees, the first baseman.
Digging in once again, Luke Voit. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. And they take the lead. It's gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 15 for him thus far, and it's now 6-4. Standing in now, Gio Urshela, as he grounds one briskly to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. 5 innings complete. It's 6-4 New York. All set for the start of the inning. Ready once again, Alex Gordon. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
The batter, number 50, second baseman,
With Merrifield next to hit. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Low for ball one.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Now a flare out to left center. Left fielder coming on. He can't get there as it falls in.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
At the plate now, Jorge Soler, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Low and away as he misses again. 2-0.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
2-1 after the foul ball there. 4 runs, 5 hits, 1 error so far for Kansas City. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. Torres at the bag. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
the third baseman,
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring up Hunter Dozier. As a look, now the pitch.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Royals leave 1. Score remains steady at 6-4. Welcome back to the Bronx as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Looking at the numbers, they currently have 4 hits coming from at-bats where they were behind in the count. That indicates that these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and making it very difficult for the opposition to get them out.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Eric Skoglund enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
for the Yankees, the center fielder, Aaron
First pitch on its way.
Hicks.
Aaron Hicks is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. Merrifield brings it in. Throw to first is in time for the first out. So they do pick up the out here, but with 6 runs home against them already, it's not going to help out the team ERA by any stretch of the imagination. And as you see, they're 2 away from the bottom spot in that category. 13th best, if you will, in the AL. Here's the first pitch to him. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And it's quickly 0-2. Grounded back up the middle. Mondesi picks it up. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
Two away now in the Yankees' 6th, and that'll bring in DJ LeMahieu. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is line to left. And Gordon will make the catch to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They're up 6-4. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Fastball well outside.
2-0.
Three and 0 now.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
And he fouls this one off.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you, so we'll see if that's the case here.
Coming to the plate now, Maikel Franco. A hit in 2 tries for him so far.
Boy, this guy right here in that last AB, how about straightaway center field? He hits a bomb, and as a pitcher, you're trying to pitch to the big part of the ballpark, but a guy like this, if he has pop to hit it out to center field, I might have to think pitching this guy down and away down on the corner.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. First offering on its way.
1-0.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
1-1 is looked at for ball number 2.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Drilled on the ground to short. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealer in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Chad Green comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
Number 57, Chad Green.
Stepping in now, Anderson Miller, as he'll take a look at ball 1. No hits to this point. Splitter that misses too low, and he's behind 2-0 now. First and second here with nobody out. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. So striding in, Brett Phillips, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. 1-0 the count. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike.
Clearly, this is a tough situation to be on the mound, but the key here is minimizing. They're up by 2, so if he could find a way to get out of this bases-loaded jam by only giving up 1 run, that would be clutch.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
Fouled off. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. Now a swing and a ball pulled softly out toward right. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. 1 run is scored. The tying run is in to score from second. It's a 6-6 ball game.
Boy, there are base hits, but then there are big base hits, D-Roll. This one's getting late. That is a huge 2 RBI base hit to tie things up.
Yeah, Dan, in the late innings, the pressure gets higher. It's who can control their emotions. And from an offensive standpoint, that's a nice job of taking a deep breath and coming through for the team.
Coming to the plate now, Alex Gordon. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Adam Ottavino is summoned in the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Adam Ottavino.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there, 0-1.
Boy, it's really fun for me watching this vet out there battling in this tough spot. We've seen him in jams like this many times before, so he has plenty of experience to be able to get out of these kind of jams. And he's thinking more about that than the task at hand, which is getting this hitter out.
A ball and 2 strikes to Alex Gordon. Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? And look out as that gets him. So that's going to bring home a run. Ready for another shot now. Whit Merrifield, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. No balls and 1 strike. Bases loaded here. Nobody out. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. A bouncer to the left side. He'll come home with it. They get the force at the plate, but no real shot at 2 as he's safe easily at first. Jorge Soler will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
That's a ball.
This is where you got to empty the bucket out on the mound. Throw your best stuff right here, right now, and try and get out of this. If anything catches outfield grass, this game's probably over.
2-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
And that misses off the plate and low, so it's 3-1 now. Challenge pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled away. Still only 1 out in the inning. And it's fouled away. And this is swung on and missed. A huge out there as the bases will stay loaded with 2 away now.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Hunter Dozier digging in now. Ripped down the line. And this will get by him at third. Down the line. It's a fair ball. 1 run scores. Onto the shortstop, but thrown away. It's cut off. So all 3 runners are in to score.
Some guys just rise to the occasion when the lights are the brightest, and he's definitely in that category. He's been a clutch hitter all year, and here's another in a long line of clutch ABs.
Yeah, and that adds 3 more ribbies to his already impressive total. So now to the plate, Salvador Perez, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. And he misses again, 2-0.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0. Maikel Franco would be next if they can keep this inning alive.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. The 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So a great inning there as they bat around to score 6 times to open up the lead. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. The Royals lead it 10-6. Now at the plate, Aaron Judge. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
One and 2 now. Ripped down the first base line, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. This one's down to third. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Now batting, shortstop, Gleyber Torres.
1 gone here in the Yankee 7th, and that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. Now the pitch. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Throw gets him 2 down.
Next for the Yankees.
Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against them.
Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one. And it's gone. A solo home run here off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton. Home run number 16 for him on the year. And just like that, it's down to a 3-run ball game. Into the box now, Gary Sanchez. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Lifted in the air out to right. Soler on the move. And this one will bounce into the wall. And the gamble will work out. He's in at second base with a 2-out double.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
At the plate, Luke Voigt, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Ground ball foul down the left side. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. The 1-1. A bouncer up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired.
The Yankees answer right back on the solo home run. We'll march on to the 8th.
It's the Royals 10 and the Yankees 7. Start of the 8th on its way, but first Heidi Watney standing by with this report.
Matt, I talked with the Kansas City manager during the inning break about the Royals' offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Next will be the designated hitter, Anderson Miller, 0 for 2 for him to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8. Brett Phillips will bat next. The first pitch of the at-bat. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
Throw on to Voigt takes care of him, and the inning is over. KC down in order. They still lead it, though, 10-7. Greg Holland is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 35, Greg.
Stepping into the box, Gio Urshela.
Leading off for the Yankees, the third baseman.
First delivery
29.
to him on the way. Slider gets the outside. That's a strike. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Sometimes when a reliever comes in the game, he wants to get that first strike so bad that he serves one up, and that's exactly what happens here. The first batter he faces just rockets one off the wall, and now he's got to worry about another base hit, potentially bringing home a run.
Digging in the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line towards center field. Phillips is right there, 1 down.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
Stepping up to the plate, Mike Tauchman. And he's got to get on base any way he can with that possible tying run behind him in the on-deck circle. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
1-1. Count 1-0.
One 1-0 pitch on the way.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
The 1-1 home. Runner at second here with one man out. Lifted down the line in left. Gordon is over now, and he puts this one away in foul territory, and there are two men out.
Now batting.
So a runner at second, two down now, and that'll bring up DJ LeMahieu. Holland's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center, and a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove. And the runner from second is in to score.
Remind me to stop making predictions. This thing looked out of hand, but I should have known better to think that this thing wasn't going to get any closer. With these two offenses, it's going to be back and forth till the final out.
And that'll bring up Aaron Judge, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Right on, but this is foul down toward the box at third. The 1-1. Shot back up the middle. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
In now, Torres. And that one got a piece of him.
Well, he might be feeling a little bit of a sting there, but he can take comfort in knowing that he represents the go-ahead run. That could turn out to be a huge hit by pitch.
Tim Hill answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases-loaded jam, but needs just one out to get out of it.
Hill.
Giancarlo Stanton will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and two out in the inning.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
1 ball, no strikes to count. One and 0. Here it is.
That's good.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count. Not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Big spot. 2 out. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. And it misses. 3-1 now.
Gotta love a late rally, and listen to this crowd now. They are really into this.
And the count will be full. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Wow, they went to the pen because they like the matchup. And what does he do? He walks the first guy he faces to bring in a run. So much for that strategy. Makes you wonder if they'll turn to him again next time in this situation.
Striding into the box, Gary Sanchez. as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. And it's 0-2 to Sanchez.
He put himself in a good position jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. 1-2 to the Yankees catcher. Hit well on the ground to first. Franco has it, and the off-balance throw is right there for the third out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse as they leave the bases loaded. All set to start the 9th in this one, so the lineup flips over and digging in, Adalberto Mondesi. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. Aroldis Chapman enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And he fouls this one off. 1-1. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Going back is the left fielder. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to left, his 2nd of the game as they've taken a 2-run lead. That's dinger number 6 on the day between these two lineups. I feel like I'm watching home run derby here, guys.
Yeah, hey, Matty V, this big ballpark in the Bronx has that short porch in right field, D-Row. But you can hit the ball out of just about any part of this ballpark.
Yeah, this place plays sneaky small. I know it's got big gaps, but right field is so juicy. As a right-handed hitter, you don't feel like you have to cheat. Not surprised by what we saw today.
2 balls and no strikes to the Kansas City left fielder. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Base is empty here with nobody out. And now time is called and the reliever is warm out there. Inside, he misses ball 4. At the plate, Whit Merrifield. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Fastball laid off well below the knees. A runner at first with no outs here. The 1-0. Chapman is one of those guys that just seems to be at his best under pressure. Runners in scoring position, tight game, tough hitters at the plate. That's when he's at his best.
One of the keys, Matty V, to being a good reliever is being able to pitch out of trouble. Trouble that's created by the pitchers before you, or sometimes you even have some mess that you put on yourself. Hey, regardless if it's a mess that he's inherited or one that he's created for himself, this guy makes good pitches when the game's on the line.
Jonathan Holder enters the game with 1 gone in the top of inning number 9. First delivery to him on the way. Jorge Soler comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. From the belt, kicks and deals. Hit back up the middle. A toss behind the back. On to first, and talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. 1 batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over. So it's 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. Trevor Rosenthal takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Leading off.
Now at the plate, Luke Voigt. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. back up the middle. Merrifield scoops it up. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Now batting, number 29.
Next for New York, Gio Urshela. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there, strike one. Rosenthal, 28 years old. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Digging in, Aaron Hicks. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. Fouled off. 2-run game, last of the ninth with 2 away. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Last chance for the Yankees. And this ball's in the air to left field, and this should do it. And that is going to put an end to this one. And the Royals have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure's off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
11-9 is how this one ends. The Royals put on a real offensive show with 11 runs on the board. Eric Skoglund earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Trevor Rosenthal earns the save out of the bullpen, his 16th of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Kansas City Royals, 11 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. They left 3 men on base. For the Yankees, 9 runs on 15 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 56 minutes. Our paid attendance here tonight at Yankee Stadium, 47,309. The Yankees thank you for attending and remind you to please get home safely.